All right, back with some problems. Been away for a while. I'm back. All right, so first thing we do is the brackets, right? We always do the parentheses, then the exponents, then multiplication and division, then addition and subtraction. So can we subtract 1 from 8 apples? Well, not if we don't know what 1 is. So 8 something minus just 1 doesn't work. It has to be 8 apples minus 1 apple, for example. So we can forget the parentheses. There's no exponents here either. So we move right on to this bugger right here, multiplication. So we can multiply this by this and then this by this. So minus a minus 5 times minus 8a equals minus 5 times, that would be minus 40a, right? Minus 5 times 8a equals 40a, you get that? Minus 5 times 8 equals minus 40, carry the a, because you're multiplying really this by this by this. And then you do minus 5 times, you take the whole thing here, minus 5 times minus 1 equals plus 5, equals 39 minus 7a. Okie dokie. Can we get some like terms together? Yes. Minus a minus 49. Am I tripping? No, that's what it is. Huh, that's interesting. Okay. Minus a minus 41a equals minus 41a. Right? Minus a minus 40a. And then I'm going to transfer this 5 on the other side. So what I'm doing here is minus 5 here and minus 5 here. So that cancels out, equals 39 minus 5 equals 34 minus 7a. Okay, I want to put all the a's on one side. So if I have minus 7 in here, I will add 7a. If I have 7 apples, if I have subtract 7 apples, I add 7 apples to that to come out to 0, right? Poof, poof. Plus 7a here. Minus 41 plus 7, which is really 41 minus 7 equals 34a. Don't forget the minus sign, right? Equals 34. Now, if I divide this by minus 34, I cross these buggers out. I'm left with minus 34 divided by minus 40 equals 1. A equals a positive divided by a negative equals negative 1. So I can just write here this minus 1 here. What did I do? What did I do wrong here? A equals minus 1, right? Because 1 times a equals a. A equals minus 1. All right, next problem. $30 minus 4 plus 4k equals 8k minus 8. Okie dokie, let's do the brackets first. Can you subtract 8 from 8 kilograms? I don't think so. You can only subtract kilograms from kilograms. However, you can multiply a whole bunch of things. So, once again, parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Okie dokie, so we can't do the parentheses. There are no exponents. Is there any multiplying around here? Yes, 4 times k, but we can't do anything with that. 4 times whatever stuff there is in here, yes, you can. So basically, you're going to take this guy and multiply it here, and you're going to take this guy and multiply it here. So minus 4 plus 4k equals 4 times 8 equals 32 times k equals 32k. 4 times, don't forget to take the whole thing here, minus 8 equals minus 32. Did you guys get that? I think you did. So if I want to put all the k's on one side and all the numbers on the other side, well, let's do it. So I have a 32k here. Why don't I subtract 32k from here and subtract 32k from here? And here I have a 4, minus 4, so I'll just add 4 here, and I'll add 4 there. So these buggers cross out, These buggers cross out. I'm left with 4 minus 32 equals minus 28. Do we agree? Equals minus 32 plus 4 equals 28. So if I divide this thing by minus 28, if I divide this thing by minus 28, I should get my k, right? Because this cancels out. Minus 28 divided by minus 28 equals 1 times k, or just k. Then minus 28 divided by minus 28 equals minus 1. So k equals minus 1. There you go. All right, number 31. Okie dokie. What does number 31 say? Minus 57 equals minus, oh, that's a tricky one. Minus p plus 1 plus 2 times 6 plus 8p. Now, what they're trying to do here is scare the bejesus out of you with this bugger right here. So let's put our rules first. And the rules are parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. And here we go. Can I add 1 to a negative potato? I don't think so. Can I add 6 to 8 potatoes? I don't think so. When you add and subtract, it has to be like terms, meaning to be if you have potatoes, you have to add only potatoes. However, you can multiply anything you want. So the parentheses we can't do anything with. There's no exponents here in this bugger. Okie dokie. So on the surface, it looks like you have only this multiplication to do. You have 2 times 6 and 2 times 8, p. But there is something to do here. Anytime you see a minus sign here, you have to treat it as a minus 1. I'm going to circle it right here. So that minus 1, you have to do minus 1 multiplied by minus p and minus 1 multiplied by 1. So let's do that. We have minus 57 here. Write nice, because sometimes when you don't write nice, you get confused, you can't quite read your writing, and you make mistakes. I do that often. Minus 1 times minus p. Well, 2 negatives make a positive, and anytime you multiply anything by 1, it's the same thing, so that would be p. Minus 1 times 1. That's a minus 1 times a positive 1. That's a negative 1. Here, 2 times 6. Easy enough. 2 times 8p. That's 2 times 8 times p. So that's 16p. Good. Now these things we can probably make them a little bit more cozy. So we'll do it. Minus 57 equals p plus 16p is 17p. And minus 1 plus 12 equals plus 11. Now, we want to get everything on the other side. So we're going to do minus 11 here, minus 11 here, minus 57 minus 11 equals, let me think, 8 minus 68. Does that sound right? I think it does. I feel it does. Equals 17p. I don't know. Usually it doesn't work out like that. Let me go check. Okay, so 68 divided by 17 equals, I believe that equals 4. Let me check. 8. Yeah, that does equal 68. So p equals negative 4, right? Because you're dividing both sides by 17. Yeah, that looks right. Does that look right? Yes, it does. That's the right answer. Whew, I was afraid there for a moment. Moving on to problem 32. 32. 16 equals minus 5. 1. Minus 5. 1 minus 6x, close brackets, plus 3, and then 6x plus 7. Okay, so parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. Let's do this. All right, so once again, we have the same problem where we're adding and subtracting unlike terms. That is to say, just the number 1 minus 6 of anything else, we can't do it. And the same thing here. So we can, brackets are gone. There's no exponents. Is there multiplying? Yes, you can. You can multiply unlike terms. So if you have 4 times apples, it will give you 4a. You can do that. So let's do this problem. Minus 5 times, so once again, we're doing this. All right. So always remember, always take this whole bugger right here, right? We never leave anything out. So minus 5 times 1 equals minus 5. Minus 5 times minus 6 equals plus 30x. 3 times 6x equals 18x. 3 times 7 equals 21. And that equals 16. Very good. Well, let's combine like terms. I get a nice here fat 48x and minus 5 plus 21. Well, I get 16, right? 16 equals 16. So, what do we got here? Well, we have to do minus 16 here, minus 16 here, and that will cancel out. That will cancel out. We have 48x equals 0. We have to get rid of this 48, so we'll divide both sides by 48, and 0 over anything is 0, so x equals 0. That's a trick question, but x equals 0. Because remember, if you have a pie and you ate the whole pie, no matter how many parts you divided the pie, it's still no pie. All right, number 33. 33 it is. Minus 2m minus 2, and then plus 7m minus 8 equals minus 67. All right. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, and addition and subtraction. All right, sometimes what I like to do is I like to put a little x here to let me know that I can do multiply and divide, x's and anything else. So let's do this here. Parentheses, can I subtract 2 from m? You sure can't, especially that you don't know what m is. Can you subtract 8 from m? You can't do that either, so the parentheses are gone. Exponents, there aren't any. Multiplication, division, I'll put a little hint here, x, so, or the unknown, m, in this case, that's what we're trying to find out what m is. So, minus 2, let's show you, we're going to take this whole bugger right here, and we're going to multiply it by this whole bugger here, and then we're going to take this whole bugger here. These are like our 3 terms. So, minus 2 multiplied by m, minus 2 multiplied by negative 2. So here we have minus 2m. Minus 2 times minus 2 equals plus 4. Plus, here we have plus 7, or just 7 times m equals 7m. Plus 7 times minus 8 equals minus 56 equals minus 67. Don't forget that one here, the minus 67. A lot of times people forget. So minus 2m plus 7m equals 5m. Poof, 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 poof. 4 minus 56. 4 minus 56 equals minus 52 equals minus 67. Okie dokie. To get rid of the 52, I have to add 52 here and I have to add 52 here. Can you see where this is going? Here that equals minus 15, 5m. All right. Here, this 5m, you divide by 5. Here, this side, you divide by 5. M equals minus 3. Right? You get that? Very good. I think by now you're starting to get the hang of it. If you've done all these problems, if you did your courses and you did some of your homework as best you could, and never mind the web work, the dumb teacher's web work, and did this, you're going to be so far ahead of the game, it's not even funny.